Sitting on the ball, knees hip distance apart, maybe a tiny bit wider, feet hip distance apart. Roll those shoulders back and lengthen this head. Take the head up to the ceiling. Make your body long. Feel as you pull your head up, feel these muscles down in this lower abdominal area engage. Pull those shoulders back. Let's pop the hands on the back of the ball or just behind our bum and pull those elbows together so you push your chest forward and kind of do what we do in the morning when we're sitting. We push the chest forward, take the eyes up to the sky, but all the time lifting the top of the head. So being conscious of the fact that the top of the head is above your middle bottom. So you're lengthening that spine like a spring, you're pulling it long. And then take those hands away. So in this long position, we're going to move this lower back. So push the ball away, push it backwards. And then tuck under and roll the ball forwards. So be conscious that you're straight from your waist upwards. Push the ball away. So we're really lengthening into this lower back, getting those muscles to get some movement, getting blood flow, and then curling forward. Trying not to slump down with my chest. Trying to stay up as I pull the ball forward so I feel these tummy muscles work. And then I push the ball backwards so I curve my back and I get these muscles here working. And then I might push here, I might push this left buttock back a bit and that right knee forward a bit in this position. And then I might push the other way and just see what's going on in that sacroiliac joint. And then push both buttocks backwards and then curl under and bring that tailbone forward. And I might push one knee forward here and then the other knee forward there and feel the difference. And then push back with both and push forwards with both. Push back and glance down at my knees and check that if I've got some lines on the floor, check that my knees are level, but I'm not uneven. So pushing back and forwards. Then let's come to the middle position. And let's tilt up to the left and up to the right. So again, staying really straight, longitudinally and transversely. Lifting up, lifting up, lifting up, lifting up. Lifting up to the left, up to the right. Lifting up, lifting up. Make that movement smaller and smaller. And then I'm going to go out to the left, big circle behind, big round, big in front. Really move. So this is the main thing that the ball is awesome for, is really moving the blood through that lower back from all that staticness in the sitting. So I'm keeping absolutely, or trying to keep still from my waist up, trying to keep my head and column above my middle bottom. Big circles with that waist. So Hilary, really move that waist more. Good. And then the other way. Really move. Keep the shoulders back, Ros. Really moving around the other way. And I'm moving that hip joint, is getting some mobility too. Good. And then bring that to a smaller and smaller position. Just wiggle it around. Okay, rolling those shoulders back. Drawing in, lifting tall. Push those heels into the floor, lift the toes up. Rotate over, push the toes into the floor and lift the heels up. Push the heels into the floor. Now feel as you push those heels into the floor, push them as if you're going to stand up and you can feel your glutes engages if you're in neutral spine. So push off those heels as if you're going to stand. And you can feel, if you pull your knees apart even a bit more, you can feel those glutes engage. So this is how we get the glutes engaged in a squat, in a lunge, getting in and out of a chair, walking. Okay, so lifting, pushing off the left side. So rest the foot on the floor so you've got a bit more balance. Pushing off that left side, lift that right heel up and lift that right foot off the floor. Find that balance point, lengthen the body up. Try not to find it when you're slumped. It's kind of possible to do, but I want you really tall. Push through this left side, lift that head up and lift this right leg up. Put that right foot down. Push that right heel into the floor, lift the ball of the foot up. Lift that left heel up, lengthen your body up to the ceiling. Feel the tension in the core muscles. Pushing through that right heel Left foot's off the ground, put that down. Push through that left heel, lift that right heel up, lengthen the head up, straighten that right leg out. Straighten it out, shoulders back, bring that foot back to the floor. Same leg, take it up straight, lengthen the body, chest forward. Bring that back down to the floor. Same leg, lift the heel up, push through the left heel, straighten that right leg out. Bring that to the floor. Push through this right heel, lift that left heel up, bring that left foot up off the floor. Make sure the ball is pushed towards that right foot. Straighten this left leg, lengthen the body up tall, good. Bend it, put it back, same leg again. 2 more on this side, lifting and down, lengthen up, straighten that leg out, put it back to the floor. Okay, roll yourself forward, so we're going to lie over the ball. So I want you to go all the way forward so that your head is resting on the top of the ball. So we support the neck. So start off with the head on the top of the ball, neck being supported. Roll those shoulders up to the ears into the ball. Pull them down and then push off the feet. So the bum goes up to the top and the head goes down. But your head is resting. It's being supported. So we're just opening the front of the body here. Bend the knees, bring the head back up so all the blood doesn't run to our nose. And then straighten those legs. Push forwards a little bit. Let our head go down. Let our bum go down. Let our head go down. Let our bum go down. I've got my hands just on my tummy at the moment. I'm going to take my hands onto my thighs. I'm going to take them away from the side of my body and hang them out like a scarecrow. 1 to each side. Feel the stretch in between the shoulder blades, feel the compression. It's like the fish exercise. Feel the chest push up. Lengthen the head away from the tailbone. Physically push the top of your head down towards the floor. Physically push your fingers away from each other, down towards the floor, and feel the stretch through the fascia of those arms. Feel the stretch through the forearm and the upper arm, and really pull those back of the hands to the floor, and you'll feel the stretch through the chest. Lengthen your head, keep that neck long, breathing in, breathing out, and just moving, bending the knees and straightening them, keeps the pull changing on the front of the body. Breathing in, breathing out. Bring those arms back to the tummy, bend the knees so the head comes on the top. Take those arms up into the sky. And bring them up over your head, so your face is still looking at the ceiling. Now straighten your legs a bit, so your face starts to look at the wall behind you. And those arms reach to the floor and feel the pull in the fascia through your belly. Now tighten your tummy and try to pull it flatter into the ball, so that we protect that lower back. Tilt the tailbone forwards, reaching, so we protect the lower back, but we're opening that chest and we're opening those armpits and opening those shoulders. Loosen the neck by just rocking the head from side to side, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. Reach those fingers away. If you want to straighten those knees, you can, and push. Breathing in, breathing out. Bend the knees, bring the hands back up to the sky, put them on the tummy. Head on the top of the ball, bring your head up so it's now above your shoulders, and then walk the ball away so that you sit yourself up. Sit yourself up on the ball. Okay, hop up. We're going to sit ourselves down onto the floor. So we're going to do a little bit on the floor, and then we'll come back up onto the ball. We're going to stretch our legs and things down on the floor. So, okay, so having the ball in front of you, your legs are a little bit apart. So my feet are either side of the mat and the ball's in the middle. Holding on, putting my hands on the ball here, I'm going to do a bit of hamstring. So we're going to roll the ball forward with those legs straight. Roll the ball forward with the legs straight. And I'm going to push off the ball and lengthen, trying to tilt my pelvis or try to keep my pelvis in line with my spine. I'm going to bend my knees and I'm going to roll onto my front bottom. So I've rolled more on the front bottom. I'm going to take my head straight up towards the ceiling, lengthening that head, pushing off the ball a little bit with my hands, just pulling those shoulders back and feel the tension in your back. Feel how it has to work to hold yourself here. Pulling forwards onto the front bottom. Now push that right knee down towards the floor, keeping the torso like this. And release that right knee and push that left knee down towards the floor. And release that left knee and pull the right knee down. And then push the left knee down too. Pull those toes up towards your nose. Push those toes away. Really try to get the toes down onto the floor. Push through those ankles. Keep the knees locked. Keep the knees straight. Push the thighs onto the floor. And then pull those toes up. And maybe you get a little bit of cramp or something. Keep those thighs tight. So I'm trying to close the gap here under my thighs. Point those toes away. Push the ball away a bit. Come onto my front bottom. Feel the stretch in the back of the leg. Right hand stays on top of the ball. Left hand goes onto the left leg. Roll the ball towards that left foot. Try to look underneath your arms. Stretch through that lower back. Roll the ball towards the foot. So you're really stretching and try and look under your armpit. So I'm gripping on my left leg as well to help myself turn. And then come back up onto the ball. So I might be a bit slumped now. I'm going to recorrect. So pull onto my front bottom, chest up, lengthen the body, and take the hand onto the top of the left hand on top of the ball, and the right hand goes down onto this foot. And I look under this left shoulder, lengthening my head to the ceiling, tightening these legs and pushing this left knee down, this right knee down to the floor. Looking up under this left arm, breathing in, push that ball away, stretch that left arm on the ball, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out, come back up to straight. Reaching, correct myself again, soften the knees, pull forward onto that front bottom, lengthen that chest up and straighten those legs down. Point the toes away, pull the toes towards. Point the toes away. Pull the toes towards. Okay, sit yourself back up. Move the ball. Actually, have the ball in the middle of the mat. Slide your bottom towards it. Lie yourself on your back. You're going to rest one foot on the top of the ball. I'm going to have my left foot on the top, and my right foot is going to rest on that left knee. Rest my head back on the floor. Now I'm going to draw that ball in towards my bum. So I don't have to hold behind my knee here. I can hold just to put it in if I want, but I'm basically pulling from the left hamstring. So let the ball roll away. Put your right hand on your right knee and roll the ball in towards you, pulling that, pulling the right foot towards your body. Focusing on keeping your crutch, tummy button, breastbone, chin all in a line. So we pull that ball towards us, really stretch on this glute, pushing that heel into the ball. I can hold behind my left knee just to ease off on the hamstring strain. So holding the position, push this right knee into my right hand, lengthen my head, make my neck nice and long, pull those shoulders down, breathing in, breathing out. Feel both shoulder blades on the floor in the same place. Feel the ribs in the same place. Pushing this right knee into this right hand. Breathing in. Breathing out. Release that push and pull that ball towards you a bit further. And feel the stretch in the glute. So you can do this with your foot on the wall, but you have to keep inching your bottom closer. Ooh, don't let your tailbone come off the floor. Keep that tailbone down, and then let the ball roll away and change legs. So put the right foot on the ball, right knee's a bit soft on the bend, left foot on the right knee. Hold onto this left knee with your left hand, imprint the tailbone on the floor and draw the ball in towards your bum. Help with the right hand behind the thigh. Keep those shoulders imprinted in the floor in the same place. Lengthen your spine. Breathing in. Breathing out. Push through that, pushing this left knee away from you. Holding that left knee in that position, push the left knee into the left hand. Keeping hold of that right leg, don't let that move, don't let it give. Pushing this left knee into the left hand. Big breath in, big breath out. Release and pull this right foot in closer. Pull the ball in a bit closer. Keeping that knee in its position, push the knee in against the hand again. Lengthen the neck, keep those shoulders back and down. Breathing in on the out breath, release, and then pull that foot in, pull that ball closer, putting that left foot nearer. Keep the tailbone on the floor, keep the spine straight, don't let your bum skew off to the right. And then release, let that ball go away. In this position on the floor, feet on the top of the ball, knees a bit soft, pull those knees in towards your chest. Breathing in, push the toes over the ball so your soles of your feet are flat. Keep those knees hip distance apart. If you want, put your hands on the outside of your thighs and let your thighs just push against your hands, which will engage your glutes. Now tuck your tailbone or lift your tailbone up to the sky by pushing your back in the floor and pushing your feet on the ball. Lift it up a little bit and then release. We're just doing little curls from our lower back. Lifting that tailbone up, curling, and then releasing. So this is your exercise, Emma. Hands against the knees. Sorry, push those knees into the hands, clench the bum, and lift that tailbone, tucking it forwards, tucking it up. Keep those shoulders back and down, and release. If you can, put the hands on the floor. Keep those shoulders down, palms up, lifting the tailbone up, and then release. If you get cramp in the arch of your foot, take your toes away from the ball and release. Tuck that tailbone up, lifting it up so my ribs are staying on the floor. And then release. One more, breathing in. On the out breath, tuck the tailbone up, lift, and then release down. Okay, lengthen those legs out straight. Breathing in, we're going to bridge up. Breathe out, tuck the tailbone up, clenching with the bum, lifting up onto those shoulders, lengthening those fingers away, pushing those hands away down towards the ball. Breathing in, breathing out, lower that back down to the floor, keeping the shoulders and heads on the ground. Arch the back at the bottom, breathing in. On the out breath, peel the body back up and lift. Lengthen the body, breathing in. On the out breath, lower back down to the floor, breathing in. On the out breath, clench the bum, lift the body up off the ball, push the fingers down towards the ball. Roll the ball over to the left a bit, so the right leg goes on the top. Roll the ball over to the right a bit, so the left leg goes on the top. Feel that you have to tense more on that side, more glutes. Pushing the glutes to push this hip up into the sky. Come back to the middle. Clench and keep that bum up high, pushing into those hip flexors. Pushing those hands down towards the ball. Roll the ball to the right a bit. Left leg goes on the top. Bend that right leg. Lift that right leg off the ball. Hold it here. Lengthen the body. Clench with the bum. Hold yourself nice and long. Push that left leg down into the ball. Pushing the calf down and clenching the bum, pushing the bum up. So you're going foot down, bum up. Put that right leg out straight again. Roll the ball back to the center. Ease off on the left leg so we've got even pressure on both legs. Now roll the ball to the right. Push that right foot into the ball. Push that right hip up. Bend this left knee. Lift that up off the ball. Keep it up off the ball. Clenching with this bum. Lifting and holding. Pushing that foot down. Take that leg out straight again. Put it on the ball. Roll back to the center. Okay, back to the other side. Push the left leg into the ball. Bring that right leg up. Really pivoting that leg. So you're lifting the bum end, pushing the foot end down, lengthening the body, lengthen those shoulders. Straighten this right leg. Lower that right leg to the ball. Lift that right leg up. Lifting this hip up on the left side. Lowering that right leg down. Pushing that left foot into the ball. Lift that right leg up. Last one. Lower that right leg down. Come back to center. Clench the bum. Clench the bum, lengthen the body. Push that right foot into the ball and push this right bum up. Bend this left leg, take it up. Hold it. Pushing the right foot down, straighten this left leg. Lower that left leg down. If you feel it in your lower back, have a break. Lift that left leg up. Lower that left leg down. Bring it back to center, and then everybody backs down to the floor. So I can feel it's a bit tired in my lower back there. Bend those knees in. So we're going to loosen the lower back up a little bit. Bend those knees in, keep them hip distance apart. Soles are against the ball. Lift the tailbone up. Bend that lower back. Flatten that tailbone down. Arch that lower back. Lifting up. So this is knee hugs essentially. And lower down, but we're not having to involve the shoulders to hold on to the legs. We're using the ball. Lift that tailbone up. Lower that tailbone down. Keep these knees at 90 degrees. Put the feet, the heels on the back of the ball, so you've not got the soles of your feet. Breathing in, breathing out, peeling up, and straighten the legs so we go into the bridge. Take the arms all the way over the head. Reach those fingers away from the body, keeping the shoulders back and down, breathing in. On the out breath, roll the body back down to the floor. Roll the body down to the floor, arch the back at the bottom, bring those arms back down by your side, breathing in. On the out breath, clench the bum, lifting up into the bridge, lifting. So lifting the hip into the hip flexors, tightening the tummy and controlling the lower back, arms over your head. Reach those fingers away from you, breathing in. On the out breath, rolling that body back down, arch the body, bring those fingers back to the side, breathing in. Push the feet into the ball or the thigh, the calves into the ball. Clench and lift that body up from the bottom. Bring the arms over the head, reaching those fingers away from you. Breathing in. On the out breath, lower that body back down to the ground and bring those arms back down by your side. One more. Breathing in. Push those calves into the ball. Lift the bum up off the floor by pushing it. Bring those arms over your head and lower the body back down to the floor. Breathing in. Breathing out and bring those arms back down by your side. Bend the ball in. And take your feet either side of the ball. Take your feet either side of the ball so they're not on the floor and the ball is wedged against the thigh, against your thigh. So you're holding it in quite close. Breathing in. Jaw in the core, roll those shoulders into the floor, slide them down. And we're going to lift this ball up, keeping that neutral spine. And we're going to tap that ball down. So we're bending at the hip, keeping these legs apart. Bring that ball up, tap that ball down, keep that neutral spine. Bring that ball up, squeeze the legs together, hold the ball, tap the ball down, keep the shoulders relaxed. Bring the ball up, breathe out, tap the ball down, breathe in, lift the ball up, take the ball into your hands, take your legs to the floor and the ball over your head, touch the floor with it. Bring the ball back up, pop it between your legs. Push it back down onto the floor. Shoulders back and down. Bring that ball up. Take it between your hands. Bring it over your head, touch it to the floor. Feet go down as well. Neutral spine in this position. So we have a rest or we have a safety, an end block. So we aren't losing our posture. Bring the ball back up, put it between the legs. Grip it, take the arms over the head and take the ball to the floor and be saved by the ball touching the floor. Keep that neutral spine. Don't let that back arch. Bring those legs up. Take hold of the ball, breathing in. On the out breath, open, touch to the floor. Bring it back up. Touch to the floor on the other way, swapping hands. Bring it back, take the ball into your hands. Open, lengthen the neck. Bring the ball back up. Take it in between your legs, lower it to the ground and leave it there. Bend the knees, relax. Let the ball sit in between your legs. Relax these hip flexors. That's quite a hard one, gripping onto the ball. So lengthen. So we're going to lie in this kind of frog position. Lengthen that head away from the tailbone. Let those knees drop to the floor. Keeping that ball between your legs. Rocking. Right leg down, left leg down. Right, left. Feel that hip. Right, left, left. Bring those feet away from you. Let the ball go away and just bring those knees in towards your chest. And then release, put them on the floor, legs go out straight. Hopefully you haven't lost the ball completely. Bring the arms over the head and reach yourself all the way up to sitting. Take hold of the ball, bend the knees and rest it on your knees. So holding onto the edge of the ball here, sitting up tall. So I'm going to push my breastbone up towards the ball. So I'm in this teaser position, loosen that head and neck. Breathing in on the out breath, lower that back one vertebra at a time, fingers are on the ball. Slowly down, keep the ball in its point, in its balance point on in between my fingers and my knees, breathing in. On the out breath, chin into the chest, roll myself all the way up. And breastbone to the ball, head up, tall. And then lowering one vertebra at a time, all the way back down to the ground. Good. Lengthen that head and neck, breathing in. On the out breath, chin into the chest, rolling up. Take hold of the ball, push it up into the sky. Hold it above your head. Keep those knees hip distance apart. Bring it down. Rest it on your knees. Lower back down to the floor. Breathing in, breathing out. Curling, lifting all the way back up. Push that ball up into the sky. Push that ball up into the sky. And then all the way back down and lowering back down to flat. Breathing in, one more like this. Breathing out, chin into the chest. Roll yourself back up. Push those arms back up into the sky. Breathing in. On the out breath, lowering all the way back down to the floor. Resting. Let those knees drop apart. Pop the feet back on the ball. Arms out like a scarecrow. Breathing in. On the out breath, clench and lift up. And we're going to roll the ball all the way over to the right to go onto the left leg. Right leg comes off the ball. And we're going to roll the ball all the way over. Take the feet a bit wider apart to the left side. So the left leg comes off the ball. And then we're going to go back onto the left leg and roll all the way over. And then back on. And then we're going to roll all the way over. And this time we're going to turn onto the side of that right leg. Stabilize it with those arms and the bum. Now roll that right leg over to vertical. Go over to the right side. Right leg comes off. Left leg turns. Use the shoulders to balance. Rotate that leg. Both legs on the ball. Go over, do it slowly. Go over to all the way onto the right hand side, the outside of my right leg. So my hips are turning. And I come back up together with the legs. So let's start in the middle. And we can even have the feet closer and we can stack them. So we can roll over onto one side, keeping those feet together, turning the hip. Keep those shoulders relaxed and then come back up. Ooh, I've lost it. Come back up onto the top. Feet close and rotate. I thought this might be a bit easier. I think it's harder with the feet together. And turn the hips. Turn the hips using the shoulders. And bring the feet together. And turn the hips to face the left. And back to centre. Back to centre. Hips up high. And then lower back down to the floor. So we're getting the muscles of the waist to work. It's only a small movement. We've done that the other way up with the shoulders moving. So we do it with the waist, get a bit more movement in our lower body. So we can do that again. Take the arms out wide, rebalance yourself, get yourself in the centre. So put your feet about as if you could have a whole nother foot in between your feet vertically. So lift those hips up and then turn the body to face the right. Keep those shoulders on the ground. So my hip bone lifts up. That's probably the easier way to do it. Bring those feet straight to the sky. Turn those feet to the left. Turn the hip to the left. Keep those shoulders on the floor. Turn those feet to the right. Lift that hip up, the left hip up. Keep those shoulders back and down. Keep the head lengthened. Relax the shoulders. Bring the feet straight up. Turn the feet to the left. Lift that right hip high. Rotating that back. Clenching with the bum. Bring those feet back up. Okay. Now we can turn the feet to the right. And we can see if we can take that right leg, the left leg up. And we can bring that left leg back down. And we come back up, so feet to the sky. Turn those feet to the left. Balance with the left leg. And lift that right leg up. Bring that right leg down. Roll back to the centre, toes to the sky. Lower the body down. Bring the ball into your chest. Arms by your side. Lift the tailbone up a bit. Keep those shoulders down. So we're doing knee hugs again. Lifting the tailbone up. And release. Okay, take hold of the ball between your feet. Push the ball straight up into the sky. Bring those arms out like a scarecrow. Lower the ball to the left. Bring it to the top. Lower it to the right. Bring it to the top. Lower it to the left. Bring it to the top. Lower it to the right. Bring it to the top. Turn the ball to the right and centre. Turn the ball left and centre. Turn the ball right and centre. Turn the ball left and centre. Bend the knees a bit. Arms by your side and lift the ball up, push it to the sky. Lift and release. 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 One more. Lift and release. Bend the knees. Put the ball on the floor. Lengthen those legs out. Bring those hands onto your legs. Chin into the chest and roll yourself all the way up. Roll yourself all the way up to sitting. Bend the knees. Take the breastbone up. Hold on to this ball. Holding onto it tall. Breathing in. On the out breath, turn the ball round to the right. Over the knees, turn the ball round to the left. Back to the centre. So we're turning the knees stay still, the hips stay still, the breastbone turns, the shoulders turn. Going to the right, turning all the way around, shoulders round, all over the legs, breastbone to the left. All the way up and over, breastbone to the right. All the way up and over, and to the left. And to the right. And to the left, keeping those shoulders back and down, and turning. Good. Emma. Over to the left and over to the right. Lean back a bit more, Susie, and make it a bit more challenging if you want. Round to the left. And if you want, you can lift your feet off the floor. Bring it back to the centre if you want to make it harder. Turning to the left and turning to the right. One more on each side. Turning left and turning right. Bring the ball back to centre, put those legs straight, hands on the ball and roll them forward. So I'm rolling the ball forward over my toes, pushing them down, breathing in, breathing out. Bring the ball back. Okay, pop the ball to the side, swing the legs around and we're going to hop up and we're going to sit on it. We're just going to do a hip flexor stretch. So sitting on the ball, we're going to do the side saddle, just to stretch out those hip flexors from the exercise. So sitting sideways, 1 foot in front, 1 foot behind, pelvis at 90 degrees. Get that knee. Okay, the knee is under the hip. Now I get my pubic bone, tummy button, breastbone in line, and I glide forward, stretching through the front here. Turning myself, making sure I'm facing the front. Take this right hand up, all the way over the head, push that hand up. Now try to pull that back knee forwards, breathing in, breathing out. Trying to pull that back knee forward, breathing in. On the out breath, release that tension. Reach that hand up into the sky, push the knee back and stretch through that hip. Breathing in, breathing out. This really is another very good use of the ball. Be ashamed to do a session without having this hip flexor stretch. Bring that arm all the way down. Swivel yourself around. Swivel yourself all the way around. Again, facing this way. Pubic bone, tummy button, breastbone, all in a line. Take this left arm up to the sky. Glide forwards into that stretch. Pull this back knee forwards into the ball, tensing that up. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. Breathe out, push that hand to the sky, release the tension in the back leg and stretch through this back hip and through this thigh. Reaching, breathing, stretching. Big breath in, big breath out. Big breath in, big breath out. And then bring that arm by the side and turn yourself back round to the front. Lifting up tall, leaning forwards onto your front bottom, one hand on either thigh, feet are parallel. So right forwards onto my front bottom, hands down to the floor, lengthen those legs out sideways. Lengthen that body, make it long. Come onto your front bottom, no curves in the back, breastbone down to the floor, pushing it through over my fingers. Good. Lengthen those bodies. Try and get the tummy button down to the floor and really stretch. Breathing in, breathing out, reaching. Bend the left knee, feel more stretch in the inner thigh on the right. Straighten the left knee, bend the right knee, feel more stretch on the inner thigh on the left. Straighten both legs, lengthen the body. Bend the knees and walk those feet back into each other. Swivel yourself down till you kneel on the floor. Bringing those hands onto the front edge of the ball. Bringing those hands onto the front edge of the ball. Okay, roll the shoulders back and down. Hands on the front edge. Breathing in, breathing out, come to the plank here. Lengthening the body. Lengthening the body. Push the hands into the ball and bring yourself back up. Clenching with the bum, pushing into those hip flexors. Breathing in on the out breath. Down onto your arms on the ball. Lengthen your body. Hold yourself here. Roll those shoulders back and down. Clench the bum and push it forward. Push the breastbone up towards the ball. Shoulders back. Push into the ball and come back up. Breathing in on the out breath. Rolling yourself down into this plank position. Actually pull the ball back so it's under your elbows a bit more. Lengthen, clench with the bum, lengthen the body. Okay, now straighten that left leg out behind you. Straighten that right leg out behind you and come onto your elbows and your toes. Draw in your core. Draw in your core, bend the left knee, bend the right knee. Push off the hands and come back up to straight. Okay, Sarah, bring the ball a bit closer to you. Bring the ball a bit closer, hands more on the top. So Susie and Hilary, you're fine. Roz, you're fine too, but I want you to have your armpits away from the ball more. So the ball's closer, Sarah. So we come down onto the elbows on the ball. So my arm is coming out of my body at 90 degrees. So push your elbow forward a touch. Push that breastbone forward. Draw that, yeah, no, not too far. Don't take it that far away. Keep the elbow like I've got under the ball. So my elbow's under my shoulder, but your chest is off the ball, yeah? Hips forward. Okay, left leg out straight. Right leg out straight. So you're doing the plank on the floor, like you do it on the floor, but you've not got your tummy sagged on the ball like that. Push off the elbows. So it's the elbow is under your shoulder. Hold yourself strong, clench, lengthen the head. Good, Ros, lovely. Good, Susie. Susie and Hilary, take your elbow forward a bit. Yeah, good. Lift your back up, Hilary. Good. Drop the knee down, and then push off the hands and come back up. So Sarah, it's the same as being on the floor, but you've got to, it's harder on the tummy because the ball's wobbling. I just want your arm at 90 degrees to your body. Okay, so we're going to do it one more time. So have your hands a bit closer to on the top of the ball, Sarah. Go down onto the ball. So I've got my back lifted up a bit. Pushing those elbows in. So curl your body away from it a touch. Yeah, but keep your hips down, but you're pushing your breastbone up. Lengthen the left leg out straight. Lengthen the right leg. And then the body's away from the, hang on, if I go sideways, maybe I'm at too steep an angle. So that I'm like that. So I'm lifted away from the ball a bit, and then I sink my bum down. I've got about half a foot between my breastbone and the ball. Good. Perfect. Lengthen the bodies. Pushing the ball in, keep those shoulders back and down. Keep those shoulders back and down. Hold it. Move the ball a bit forward. Pull the ball back a bit. Move it forward a bit. Pull it back a bit. Move it forward a bit. Pull it back a bit. Left knee down. Right knee down. Bring yourself back up. Okay, good. So then we can do lifting legs off the floor in that position another time. Let's do some rotation. Okay, so sit yourself down on the floor again. Well, we could do let's do a side plank. Let's do a side plank on the ball. So have the ball away from you. I'll do this arm first. Have the ball away from you. So we can have the arm over the ball, and the knees are bent to start with. So first of all, the arm is away. So we lift. Oh, hang on, skewed off sideways. You've got to get into the centre of the ball. So lifting yourself up on your side. Lifting yourself up and then lowering down. Bend the elbow a bit. Lifting yourself up. Holding yourself here. Tighter with the side. Bring that top arm up. Take that top arm down. Bring that arm up. So you should feel it on the underside of your body. Bring that arm over your body. Lift the hips up. Bring that arm up. Bring it down. Bring it up. Bring it over. Bring it back. And then sink down. So Roz, have you got your hips? Your bum should be off the floor. Is that too hard on your shoulder? Okay. Okay. I'm trying to do things that are easier but not succeeding. Okay. But you bend one knee up and come onto the side of your, well, we're going back into this type of thing. Come onto the side of your body. So I've got one knee bent, one leg straight. And then slide both legs straight so that you are lifted, supported by the ball. It's not under the armpit, it's on the side. Bring this top arm over, clenching with the bum to support your balance. Bring that arm back. Take that arm over and reach. And then let the side sink down a little bit, down towards the ball. And then pushing up. And then back. And then rest. And we'll change onto the other side. That's not quite as good as the leaning back stuff, but you can still feel it down your side. I can still feel it down this side. Okay. So armpit over the ball. Okay, so the first one we did, we had the arm away from the ball a bit and the bum's on the floor. So we're lifting up and we're sinking down. Clenching and lifting up, sinking down. So I still feel this in my side. Clenching, lifting up, feel it through my lower back, dropping down. Clench, lift up, take this top arm over. Bring that top arm back. Take that top arm over. Bring that top arm back. Staying like this, bend the left leg or the top leg and move yourself so the ball goes under the side more. Straighten that underneath leg. And then straighten that top leg, one in front of the other. Laying on my side on the ball. Bring this top arm over. Bring that top arm back. Bring that top arm over. So you progress from this, down the elbow on the ball. Bring that top arm back. So you start to feel the dull, ache, whatever. Bring that back. Take that over. Bend the knees, drop the hips onto the floor again. Okay. Sitting yourself on the floor, facing the ball. Sitting yourself on the floor, facing the ball. Legs out at an angle. Balls up in the middle, hands on the top. Pull your chest, pull your body up towards that ball. Roll the ball forward, soft knees. Push that right knee down, push that left knee down, push both knees down. Lengthen the chin up, make yourself tall. Get those legs straight. Lengthen the chest up to the sky. Take hold of the ball and bring it up tall, above the head. Turn the body round to the right. Turn the body round to the left, pushing up tall, straight with that body. Turning the body round to the right. Head a ball over your head more, Hilary. Turn the ball round to the left. One more each way, round to the right. Round to the left. Back to centre, bring the ball to the floor. Onto the front, onto your front bottom. Roll the ball away again. Roll the ball away again. Take your hands wider on the ball. Roll the ball over to the right foot. Look under that left shoulder. Stretching that left hand side. Breathing in. Roll the ball to the other foot. Look under this first shoulder. Good. Reaching and stretching. Good. Roll the ball over to the right leg. Looking on, so you're on the right leg. Go over to the other one. One more each side, reaching. And then come over to this first side. Good, bring the ball back to the middle. Push the ball away. And then bringing it back up to centre. Rest it onto your feet, rest it on your shin bone. Breathing in. On the out breath, lower that body down to the floor, down to flat. Let go of the ball and let it roll away. Bring your right knee into your chest, into your armpit. Pull that right knee over your body. Push your right hand away. Turn your eyes to the right. Breathing in, breathing out and reach. Come back up to centre. Bring the other knee in, hugging the knees. Put the right knee out straight. And then pull that left knee over the body, reaching that left arm away, breathing in, breathing out. And then roll back onto the back. Bring the knees back into the chest. Pop the feet on the floor, arms over the head. Take the fingers up to the sky, chin into the chest, roll yourself up, pop your hands on the floor behind your bum, lift up nice and tall, relax onto your middle bottom, bring your arms all the way out wide, hands over your head, pushing those fingers up to the sky in the nice L shape. Big breath in, breathing out, let those hands come all the way back down by your side and roll your shoulders. Well done. Well done. Good one. So I tried to be a little bit more. What's going on there?
Thank you, Emma.
Flat, no problem.
It was good to do something different, actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, one gets into a routine of going through, the movements, and it's good to exactly change it.
And it was challenging, as usual.
Good.
Yeah, I just couldn't do that at all. I think my bust is too big and my body's too heavy. When you say move your breastbone away from the ball, there's no space.
I think it's armpit. You've got to get more gap there. So you have arms here.
I don't have that strength.
No, exactly. But that's okay. It will come. So you come onto it here, there, and then you just move the arms away and back.
I can't do that.
You've got to start in a place of safety. So you're on your knees and you're here, and then we're like, okay. So, we challenged by putting the legs out straight, which we haven't done before. So we did that. And then we're moving the ball away, trying to get the plank. And then you can progress to lifting one arm up.
Yeah.
There's loads that you can do. I wanted to do something that was a little slower because last week we were quite becoming a bit acrobatic. And that's okay, that's all good. But we need to keep the core going, not get, because when you go faster, it's like riding a bicycle. When you go fast, you've got balance. So if you slow it all down again, you lose your balance because you've got to hold it. So it's just cool. Well done.
I've got to go. So see you later.
Bye, Sarah. See you later.
Yeah.
Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, Hilary. Bye, everybody.
Thank you, Emma.
Take care,
All right. See you later. Bye.
Bye.
Hello, it's just me.
Excellent.
How are you?
Right. I hear you had to deal with are you going to have breakfast now?
I can do, yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's have breakfast together. I'll move you off this one onto the iPad.